understand Mars is on the move. Now, what the heck does that mean?
Mars, very important planet, glowing like a little red eye in the sky because it's so close to the Earth.
Yes.
And you can tell by the things going on that Mars is the planet of war and egos running amok is on the move. It has been going backwards in the sign of Scorpio for the last 2 months or so, and on Wednesday it stops going backwards and it resumes its forward motion again at the sign at about 23 degrees of Scorpio. So, and this has been going back and forth really in Scorpio since January. So for everybody, they can look and see things that they've been struggling with since the January time span begin to get straightened out. And specifically for each one of the 12 signs, for Cancers, specifically that energy is in their 5th house of love affairs, children, sports, amusements, pleasures, entertainment. It's a good time to create new products of love, either in the physical sense of the word of babies or in the esoteric sense of the word of an idea that you give birth to. And it will finally come to be, and it's been cogitating since literally January. For Leos, 4th house of home, important foundations. There's been speculation about what I should do about a foundation in my life, and hasn't really been any clear answer. Well, Wednesday you get your clear answer on what to do. And you'll know to be able to at least go forward. And I think it ends up being more money. That's my personal thought, just because for Leos, Jupiter's in their 2nd house of money. For Virgos, 3rd house of day-to-day living. The pace of their life is about to pick up. They've been waiting for it to happen. They've been trying to put some things together. Nothing seems to have come to be. And that all changes starting on Wednesday. And what it is that they've been working on since January actually becomes then a reality for them. So for Libras, it is in their 2nd house of money. They are fixing to spend a boatload of money on unanticipated expenses. And to the Libras everywhere, I say, fix it right the first time. Don't take any halfway measures because you'll end up spending more. And you've known about this for January. You should have had time to save up the money to do it right. For
get her done.
Yeah, that's really the get her done thing. For Scorpios, it's in their 1st house of their physical being. And Scorpios have been sort of hanging back, waiting for something else to occur. And now, I almost want to say like that other shoe has fallen. And now they know where they stand and who their fight is with and how they should fight their fight. So, and to Scorpios everywhere I go, do not have a scorched earth policy, because that's their want. For Sagittarians, very, very difficult time for them. Mars is in their 12th house of their own undoing. And the biggest thing they have to do is be careful not to shoot themselves in the foot, not to where they think they're taking something out on someone else and it's going to end up coming back on them. And so just to Sagittarians, everyone, but Sagittarius in particular, the energy you put out is the energy you get back. For Capricorns, 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. And Capricorns are going to count on their powerful female friends to either go to bat for them or include them in it, but have the group's energy working towards the Capricorn's ends, which is always a cool thing. I like it when people fight my battles for me. For Aquarians, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing, and they have to be really careful to duck, because there's a fight going on professionally, and it doesn't mean that they are in that fight. The best thing they could do is kind of take a step back and let the combatants duke it out, and then when they know who the clear winner is, sidle up with them is the best answer there. And know that the guy behind you is not necessarily stalking you. He could be stalking the guy in front of you. For Pisces, 9th house of the law, legal matters, educational matters, important matters at a distance, contracts, negotiations that have all been on dead center since January, finally move off dead center with much better terms for the Pisces, which is good news for them. For Aries, it's in their 8th house of why can you not save money? It's the I'm going to spend money that I don't even have kind of thing. And I'm going to spend money on my own resources. If they're smart, they will get somebody else to help them maximize an existing resource rather than doing it themselves. And then for Taurus, it is in their 7th house of partners, and everybody has been making demands on the Taurus, saying you. And the Taurus finally says no, not to all of them, but to some of them. And then for Gemini, the last sign, 6th house of work and responsibilities. Geminis, there's a health matter you've been procrastinating about. Deal with it right away. There's also been a work matter that you have been procrastinating about. Deal with it right away. And it's stuff you've known you need to do since January, so just do it. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, with Mars going direct finally in the sign of Scorpio.
Good. So when I see that little red eye, I won't squint back at it. I'll just wave at it.
Wave at it and say bye-bye.
See you next week.
Always a pleasure.